Hello people. I made a video some time ago, and it was how basically, if I can put this into so many words, that the whole world is put into I think it's a 40-year cycle, a repetitive cycle to stop us from going into space, to stop us from becoming advanced and learning and being our own selves, free energy, almost a cure for everything, all these things that they've been keeping from us. And one of the ways of making sure we stay there and making sure that we accept these illnesses, that we accept the cancer and all the rest of it, is by doing this. One of the ways they have been doing it, and it's really, to me, it's so obvious now. I've seen the cracks in what they're doing. But basically, this is DIY SOS Big Build. And even before they said, "Oh, there's something wrong with my son," I was thinking, "Oh, my nan's got cancer, my husband's got cancer, my nan's." They always have to focus, and they always have to have a relative or someone that's ill. And I knew it, even as I turned over and thought, right, DIY SOS, the Big Build, I wonder what relative or what person or who would have the disability, the cancer, or and of course it's it's the son. The son's autistic. I don't know if you know this, but these evil New World Order, part of their program is to spill out disinformation. And of course, DIY, SOS, yeah, we can fit one in there. What can we do? What about their grandmas dying of dementia because the chemtrail connection, spraying us with alum oxide, barium oxide, sulfate, some even say strontium, that's going to give you dementia. So notice the concentration on dementia and stuff like that as well. Well, it just keeps happening, ones like the programs on the guy that's died of cancer, or I think he's in Kuala Lumpur somewhere with some, face altering plastic surgery, the one that died with cancer with a smile on his face. It's okay, everybody, it's all right to die of cancer. I'm just saying that we have cures for cancer out there. Cannabinoids shrink tumours. There are children dying right now in hospices with tumours that could be shrunk with these cannabinoids, which just shrink tumours. There are so many ways, but you see, the thing is that they have to keep spilling the big wheel of lies and deceit, and they use these programs. You'll see after a while, the American Secret Millionaire, I knew it. Even before we went. Oh yeah, I desperately. Someone had cancer. It's always someone. It's always got to be. They've got to keep the lie. Okay, they've got to keep the disinformation going of illness, and you've got to die, and So I've just started. This is the first one. I'm gonna DIY, SOS, Big Build, and yes, it's always something wrong, isn't there? There's always someone dying of cancer, or my mum's just died, I'm sorry, but I don't buy it, and I've seen it, and I've seen it acted and rode out. So you sit there and think it's okay to die of cancer. If cancer's just, it's okay to have dementia. It's okay to have Alzheimer's. It's okay to have, they love these things, like, what do they call it? Oh God, I can't bring it to mind. But Tourette's, I hate that name, Tourette's. I don't like it. Yeah, just the name gives you that excuse to become like that. And in America, that's what started happening. They called it a town called Tourette's, and everybody just started getting Tourette's because everybody thought it's okay to get Tourette's. And that's, it's just, forget it. It's just anything these evil New World Order, who serve these evil entities which rule this world like a concentration camp. This is how they play it. I don't want to watch The Three Musketeers again, please. I don't care how much of a good adaptation it is this time round. I don't care how good their costumes are. I don't want to see the wildlife program about penguins, about monkeys, about trees, about how great, our wildlife is, I've seen it. It's a 40-year cycle, people, and we are being kept on that 40-year cycle, okay? And I've witnessed it, and I have followed those cracks, and those cracks have turned into crevices, okay? We are being lied to. We are being kept in a big concentration camp, okay? And this is how they do it, so-and-so's got cancer, or so-and-so's got diabetes, They sell it with the program. It's something you have to accept. Like the guy with cancer, die with a smile on your face with cancer. Yeah, it's okay, everybody. It's okay to die with cancer. They even did a program, didn't they, with this selected amount of people that all had cancer, so-called terminal cancer, and they're all, going to die. And they did a program about it. Oh, this is how we die of cancer, everybody. I know it's evil, isn't it? It is evil. But this is their game, people, okay? So this is my first one anyway, just to fill you on the background and what's going on. This is the first one. And as soon as it started, I thought, here we go, and it was not their great auntie or their uncle or their wife or whatever had died of cancer or dementia or whatever, or MS or, no, it was their son who's got, some type of, not Tourette's, but what do you call it? Autistic. Okay. So anyway, so sorry to be a bit overreactive, but I've been witnessing this for some time, and I know it's hard to take in that this is actually going on right in front of us, but they've got to keep us in this evil concentration camp. But basically, you can't see. You think it's free and everything, Once you wake up and you start seeing what they're doing, it's sickening. It's horrible. It's just evil, and they've got to keep it up. You tell me why. There's a site on my, a video on my site. It's about curing cancer with cannabinoids. These rats, these laboratory rats, mice, whatever, they were given these tumours, human tumours, okay, and they use it's an extraction from cannabis. They're called cannabinoids, and they injected these tumours, and the tumours shrank right down to a pea size. I would imagine if they kept up the treatment, that they would disappear, and have some sort of backup surgery or whatever, because the tumour's small enough to operate on. I mean, and there are so many. You can zap cancer waves with plasma sound frequencies. It's on my site. This guy, he zaps cancer with plasma sound waves. And by the way, this video is on my site, you can find it. It's called Curing Cancer and Making Fuel with Salt Water. This guy has to use salt water, some sort of salt water-based alcohol. I don't know how he actually does it. I think it's to amplify the sound waves, to amplify them into... I don't know how he actually does it, but anyway, a side effect of that, you burn if you plasma charge water and salt. If you put a small plasma charge through water and salt, you get a flame. Okay, you get a flame, and he was running a little Stirling engine off this flame. It was amazing. So we've you got free energy by the steam pump. It's just 30% in, 70% out. Why isn't any of our MPs, local MPs, people running for government, why ain't any of these people saying, look, this is a way of making almost free energy, or this is a way of curing tumours and cancer in people. This is another alternative of looking at how you should look at disease and cure it. No, they're saying, oh, we're going to get the price of oil down. We're going to do, and I mean, it's just I don't buy it, and I know lots of other people out there don't buy it. And this is one of the ways that they engineer it so we're kept. I think it's about 40-year cycle. because I'm 49. I've just turned 49, and I can see the same programs, the same. Oh yeah, and other things like drama, period dramas. It's to keep you in the past. If you noticed, it's always something to do with 1930s, 1910, or the Second World War, the First World War, or way back in the Saxon Rome. It doesn't matter as long as they can keep you in the past. Period, drama, past things. Like anything. And if you can make it evil, Jack the Ripper, whatever. But even if they do make a program about going into space and how great it is, look at Gravity. He wants to, let's see how dangerous they made it. And I've never known a re-entry of a satellite causing that much damage. It was just totally unrealistic. It really was. Stopping us from going into space is one of their main key things that they have to keep up. And that's another thing. That's why they keep us in period dramas all the time, so we don't never work forward into space, and it's just crazy. Anyway, so this is my start on exposing what they're doing on TV and how they're keeping your mind trapped in this, this space where you have to accept pain and suffering and diseases that can be cured with, other amazing ways. I don't know what happened to these two. I haven't heard. They said they were doing research, or the government stopped it because it involved cannabis, and it's just not to put a finer point on it, people. I've had my fair share pain. I've had half of my guts ripped out of me in emergency surgery, and that caused 33 years of pain and suffering. It's just, and the thing is that the pain that I went through, I wouldn't have wished it on my worst enemy. I really wouldn't have. I would have asked my worst enemy to stop the pain. Falling short of killing myself, I couldn't see any way out of it. But they found out what it is, and it ripped 2/4 of my small bowel. And there are children right now, in pain, dying of cancer, or other things which can be avoided, but they're letting it happen, and that's the whole point, is to let these people, these evil entities that serve this, or rather the Illuminati and the Masons and all these evil people that serve them, that they don't care. They want pain and suffering. They want to keep us in this, this concentration camp we call Earth. And the important thing about breaking out into space is that they know then that we'll be free. That we will have our own independence, and we will look at Mother Earth as we're intended to look at her from space. This beautiful thing, and look at what this New World Order are doing. They're just creating dramas and evil everywhere and just keeping it going. So these evil entities, call them what you want to call them, reptilians, civilians, I don't know, greys, whatever, can control the show. And I'll tell you, that is what's really happening. And I keep seeing it on telly time and time and time again, and you get to 40 years old or something, and you see it. You see the treadmill that we're on, that they're keeping us in. Even if they make a program about outer space, 100, they make it so we go into space, and we make it so it's so horrible we need to come back to Earth. Don't go into space. Gravity, don't go into space. See what they're doing. The chemtrails and the weather thing, and the Mongolans, particles that we've been breathing in, and you have no idea the lengths they have gone to keep us, their slaves. So anyway, this is my start. I will be doing more videos connected to this to show you when I see it. It's just crazy. Right, cheers people.